The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. How you guys doing?
DropTop. Zaza.
Okay.
We gon' pull up in some Tahoes. Fill with my niggas and bitches. They don't get money, the motto. Shredding waves like I'm Otto.
What's up, guys? What's up? Back with another new episode of the StyleBeasting podcast with your host with the most, Delton Wall. And I'm going to jump right into it. Well, this is episode 103 before I jump into it.
Correct.
But, yeah, so this episode really is going to be, well, I'm trying to think. Is it going to be anything crazy? Well, music crazy. There's a lot of good music dropped, which is crazy. But there's going to be some serious stuff at the beginning before I get to the funny and the music stuff. So, war is dividing us all even more. And again, so last week I was talking about the Palestine and the Israel fights that's been going on, and how Israel and Palestine's problems have dwindled, have passed on to us in America. And I wouldn't even say just America, I say in all places, because like I said before, I don't know. Even with me doing the research I did in the past week, I still don't even know I still don't know. I'm still super fucking confused. And looking at how many people are like taking sides or like standing on standing on which side of the field they're on, it's getting really crazy, man. It's like I've been seeing a whole bunch of people. This is, I think, it's like kids in schools and colleges that are walking out. They're taking the Israel Palestine side. There's freaking celebrities taking sides. LeBron sent a message out to about keep the peace in Israel, and people have been giving them flack about that. And it's been really a lot of people just giving each other flack for believing what they want. And what was I about to say? Where was it at? I think in London or some country they were in. I forgot what country it was in. I definitely forgot. But they was just like, I think it was Cuba. It was a Cuba or Dominican Republic or something. Yeah, it was the Dominican Republic that took the side of Israel. And like I said, even with the research I did do, I'm not gonna like pick a side. I'm gonna stay way far away from this and like from picking sides. But just seeing how like this war is just turning everybody to like animals, and like people have been posting the videos of like dead bodies of babies from each side of the war, and it's like, bro, come on now. Like, are we that fucking sick that we're just posting dead bodies? Now, I understand some people need to know that this is real and lives are being lost. But at the same time, bro, like, don't, like, come on, man. I saw 3 dead babies on the ground in towels. I was like, nah, I gotta block this, mute this, all that shit. That shit was like, boy. And like, that's just me looking at it. I'm not like in that country going through it. So imagine those people who have to like shoot the guy who found those babies, or like had to like make sure they're okay. Like, that guy probably, or him or her, is probably going through it right now, like traumatic as fuck. Shoot, there's people in hospital beds probably really fucked up because they survived, but they're still fucked up from the explosion and like all the carpet burning. Is it carpet burnings, I want to say? When they just, all the bombings and shit. And shoot, it's even like, well, I haven't seen people. Well, no. A man did stab somebody over here because they were, what was it? It was on the news. I think a dude got stabbed because he took Israel's side. I forgot what state it was, but it was just like some, I don't want to say homeless drunk, because I don't know if he was homeless, but he definitely looked like he was homeless. And he just killed somebody just because he took a side. And I'm like, bro, man, we're not even over there in that country, and we're killing each other for like choosing sides. Now, me personally, like I said, I'm not choosing sides. It's just crazy to me like that. If I'm not mistaken, I understand. I think Palestine was was treated unfairly, and unjustly by the Israelites, by Israel, not Israelites, Israel, and treated like slaves. So I think they're fighting for their like democracy or like freedom. And like I said, war is not a. I'm not a big fan of war because sending sending people from your country over to another country to fight for no for probably nothing at all. I'm not saying that this. I'm talking about in the scope how some wars are probably or some of are over nothing or just ego or for ego boost. And I feel like that's well. I'm not saying that this is, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I really am just like taking a step back because I understand how the world works. I understand that shit happens and people are just people. But I don't know, man. Just like seeing those dead babies was like, bro, that was too much for me. Like that was really too much. But here's hope. Well, I don't. I was gonna say here's hoping the beef ends and some kind of peace will suffice between once both sides. But when it comes to stuff like this, I highly doubt there's gonna be peace. Shoot, that whole saying peace in the Middle East. I think I remember hearing that when I was in fucking middle school, and it's still no peace. And like I said, it's a whole bunch of beef between countries from past stuff that happened, like when before even half of us was born, and it just trickles down and falls to the next generation and next generation. Now, I'm not saying you can't get rid of hate entirely or tell somebody to get over past traumas said countries or said people did to my said people all those years ago, because it's still some of it still happens today. Now, I'm not I'm neither a negotiator or I'm the smartest man in the room when it comes to shit like this. But I hope in the upcoming the days coming, either uh what's that shit called? Not is not just a peace treaty, a ceasefire. A ceasefire will happen, and both sides will stop doing like bombing one side or attacking the other, and somehow come to at least like an agreement or like a sit down between all the nations and saying like, hey, this like everybody needs to stop wilding out, or just everybody just chill the fuck out. Because we already lost enough people with to violence already, and this kind of segues into recently somebody close to well, I think she is a part of my family, um lost her life to gun violence, and I want to say rest in peace to her. I forgot her name so bad. Hold on. Tanasha. um yeah, she well, I didn't know her that well. My older sisters did, and she lost her life. Well, she was murdered last 2 weeks ago, and her funeral was last week. And I try to be there for my sisters, even though we don't talk. In my other sisters, I don't really talk to them as much. I try to at least be there for them in their time of need, especially losing somebody that like that close to them that they really love. And it's even sadder because she had brain surgery last year or a year and a half ago, and she like survived, and she went about her day just going on, just being her, and some shit happened, man. It was just like it was rough for my sisters, and from what I heard, it was rough for a lot of people at the funeral. So I just, even though I already sent my condolences, I still want to say it Rest in peace to her. Um, keep your head up, family. I know it's rough. I know it's sad. Um, losing somebody that quickly and not even like seeing it coming. But I don't even know what to say either, because like I hate saying like stuff's gonna get better, but like I'm not an idiot. I know shit. I know sometimes we don't want to hear stuff's gonna get better, when especially when something traumatic happens. Like if I lost a friend or family member of mine, I wouldn't be like, oh man, like you, everything's gonna get better, man. It just takes time. Like at that time, like nah, man, like it hurts. Like bro, like I really am fucked up in the game, because that shit like really fucking like it. Well, death hits people differently, and you can't tell anybody how or what to feel during said incident of the death, or how to feel prior to that death, or in grieving at all. So you just have to like be there for the said person, and just take it one step at a time. And I know again that's not, it's not the best, it's not the like the advice you want to quick fix and like cheer yourself up. But I mean that's the only thing I can really say, man, because like I understand. I know I lost some family members, and I've been like fucked up about it. Shoot, I remember when my mom lost her sister. My mom was fucked up. Like it was like rough. Shoot, it was rough when we lost her Uncle James to cancer. It was rough. Like death hurts, no matter who it is, no matter what it is, because somebody's gonna feel that pain of losing said person. And the only thing I can really say is, I hope everybody takes their time to grieve. Don't try to rush yourself to grieve. But I also would say don't sit in the grief. If you catch my drift, like yes, grieve. There's nobody says, nobody will ever. Well, I know damn well I would never tell anybody, hey, maybe you need to stop grieving this hard. I would never tell anybody not to grieve. But I will also tell people, if you live in the grief, you'll never recover from it. And I've seen it firsthand how some people will be like they'll be old, they'll grieve, and then like they're still grieving 10 years later. And at that point I don't think it's healthy physically or mentally to grieve that long and just have that weight of like all those emotions just sitting on you. And I think it comes a time where we as a people, and I'm talking about everybody, has to let go. And I know that's how I know it hurts. I know it is. I know it hurts. You don't want to, and I'm not saying forget said person that passed away. I'm talking about as in just not forget, but move on. Still remember, still keep said person in your mind, in your heart, but move on. Staying in that grieving forever will hurt you mentally. And I would, hey, listen to me. I seen it firsthand. Let the grief go and move on with your life, and keep your head up, because at the end of the day, our family members wouldn't want to see us grieving and keeping our head down for like 20, 30 years. They'll want to see us move on with our lives, keep it going, and like try to live, man. Like I'm not saying like Like I said, I'm not saying this to get over them, but just go on with your life, man. Like, just be happy. And then and I know that sounds crazy, like after death, but like to me personally, just sitting in grief and sitting in like the darkness of your one's mind doesn't help at all. And I'm the last person to need to talk about that because that's all I fucking do anyways. But me knowing that I go how bad I go through that, I wouldn't want any of y'all to go through that. If you guys have something on your mind or like something's nagging you and it's like hurting yourself mentally, go talk to somebody. Go talk to your friend, a psychologist, a professional, or just sit down with somebody that you know will listen. And I'll not give you like a cookie cutter 2 + 2 = 4, but like give you like some leeway and be like, hey man, maybe you should do blah 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 blah. Or like, hey, maybe I can help by yada yada. Like shit, something light, something real light, or like something that you would think that person would get over real well. But I don't know. I went on a long tangent on that longer than I thought. But yeah, man, it's been a rough couple of weeks for like people just losing family members or friends, and or just almost losing family to illnesses and shit like that. So that's the only thing I can really tell people, because like I always tell people, hey, I always try to give people the best advice I possibly can. And I'm not just talking about just like a random like Snapple fact. Like I'm talking about like a full thing so you can like learn from. But moving along from death, I'm about to get into the coldness of death to the coldness of the fucking fall. And it got cold really fucking fast, man. Like I was like, damn, this fall is looking kind of like, I won't say wintry because it's not that cold yet, but it's time for shorts and tank tops in the morning. Early mornings is over. When you walk outside, it's at least early 60 or late 50s outside. Now, these past couple of days have been at least somewhat decent because I've gone for my morning jogs or walks. But like when it hits like 6-7 o'clock, it's about to get a little nippy outside. And I can see that too, because it's like it's about to be fall. The time's about to change. It's about to get darker sooner. Shoot, it's about to get dark at 4:30 now. And that's crazy too. Imagine going outside at 4:30 and it's like pitch dark outside. Like pitch fucking dark. Like, nigga, what? Like, bro, I definitely do not want to come out here to see nothing but darkness at 4:30. And that's probably the worst. That's probably the worst time frame. Like having to go from the summer where it was like, oh shit, the sun's out. It ain't gonna get dark till like 7 or 8. But now it's like getting darker sooner. It's like, geez, this is definitely not it. This is definitely not hitting on nothing. And I can understand that, because
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
I'm just we're gonna miss the summer. We're gonna miss because niggas already complain about it's too cold outside. I don't have enough. It's not enough. It's not enough heat going on. I'm like, nigga, bro, y'all were complaining about it being too hot. Now it's too cold, and we're not. It's not even in the we're not even in winter yet. We're just at the start of fall. So y'all niggas are already complaining about like the weather now. You guys can't wait till fucking November, December hits. You guys gonna be fucked.
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
But with the whole weather change and me exercising in the fall and / winter, I'm definitely gonna see if I can endure the horrors of the windy chills.
Oh no!
Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I hate the cold, but depending on what because I'm probably gonna be bundled up knowing my black ass. I'm gonna have to go for the whole Rocky Balboa. I don't know which Rocky it was when he was running with in a Nike Tech and beating the meat in the freezer, like that kind of like get used to the cold. And I work in a deli too, where I had to go in the freezer a lot, so I'm going to get used to the fucking cold. So because it's gonna be cold in the deli and cold outside, so I'm gonna be double cold. So here's hoping I survive that.
I do not know.
But more into suffering from the coldness of. Damn, I was trying to find a way to segue into this.
That's okay. Take your time.
Now onto more and colder events. Yeah, that works. Jada Pickett has been on a press run for a new book, and it's literally her just dog talking shit. Well, not talking shit, but they basically belittling Will again, and it's getting even crazier now because now it's like she's basically saying, "Hey, me and Tupac were engaged. Me and Will Smith, me and Will were never together. Me and Will were separated at 2016, and we haven't been together since. We just were staying together for appearances." And like, it was just like, bruh, this shit is getting out of hand. Cause now all those little like speculation of people like, oh, it's still a skit. This is all Hollywood. No, nigga, this ain't Hollywood. This is just Jada Pickett is a horrible fucking person. And it's like,
Open your mind!
and it's like she just gets off with disrespecting Will at every chance she has, which is like fucking crazy. Cause I'm like, all right, cool. You don't have to tell us all this information about yourself. Like, you could have, well, you should have never came out on that red table talk anyway to give that whole entanglement bullshit. Because now with these recent events, now everybody was kicking August Alsina back in for breaking up their marriage, but there was no marriage to break up from what Jada been saying. So at this whole entire time, it was just August was just beating her back in, and they were separate, and she was separated from Will. But now August got killed by not in real life, but he got killed by the public opinion, and Will got killed by public opinion by all because Jada was like, oh no, I just want to be the villain. I just want to be toxic. I just want to be a monster. And if you as women, if you agree what Jada Pickett did is cool and was right, you are a monster. Because what she did was absolute garbage. Well, not was what she's doing now, and is absolute garbage. She's literally just like demasculating Will in front of our very eyes, and we don't even know how he feels. So it's like, I don't know, man. This is just crazy to do this for a book. And I'm like, bro, like, do you really need to do this? Like, do you really, really need to do this? Like, on some real nigga shit. Like, there's no reason for you to have to.
Yes, sir.
Do you have to do this? Do you have to, like, every time you get a mic or in front of a camera, have to talk down to Will or talk to us about your personal life? Like, come on now. Like, there has to be a limit of how much stuff you tell us in your natural life. Like, please, like, limit how much you tell people about your natural, like, your, like, not natural life, but just your private life. Like, come on, man. Like, really, man. Like, let's chill out. Like, sometimes, like, even for actual normal people, let's stop telling the world so much about ourselves that never asked us to begin with. Amen. Shoot up to the old saying, what happens in the house stays in the house. Like, what happened to that? Like, what happened to that whole entire, like, mantra? Like, it just flew out the window with people just oversharing their business and trying to, like, I won't say like sell a story, but like, yeah. Matter of fact, no, I take it back. It's like niggas trying to sell like a story of their life and try to like see if people are gonna laugh or like get views off it. Like, nigga, like, you just make yourself look crazy on the internet and in real life. So like, why would you just like do that. And I guess that's why I share my stuff that goes on in my life, but I don't overshare. Like, there's some stuff I won't tell you guys, but there's some stuff that I will tell you guys, all for like content over everything, like little jokey jokes. But I'm never going to like tell you like something like really some personal shit in my life that I'm not going to reveal to you guys, because that's my business to hold that. You don't have to tell everybody your whole life story. Some stuff is better kept in-house.
Correct!
So here's hoping Will at some point of his life gets a hold of his situation, like just like calms it, that like finds a way to like find peace, man. Like, try to find peace at your home, man. Like, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I hope Will gets better, man, because niggas don't deserve that. He don't deserve that. Like, Will was like, damn it, if I even say it, he might be like top 5 coolest black men ever before this whole situation happened. Like, yes, Will was kind of corny at times, and his music career was kind of like, some of the music he came out with was kind of corny and catchy, but Will was a cool guy. He was an upstanding gentleman. Like, if you want to look at like Will's career, even like outside of making movies, I never heard Will doing anything crazy before the slap. Like, Will was like minding his business. Like, he stayed to himself. Like, he ain't like the type of nigga that would just go out and just do shit for the views. Like, he'll just do shit for just because, or just be a cool guy. And hopefully he gets his coolness back and I hope he gets his mental together and gets his cool back. Get yourself together before you get your cool back. A story of my life. But on to other news about relationships, or well, not relationships with couples. DJ Envy's wife sure is going to be in a bind if Envy has to go to jail, because Tyrese might have to hit her up and get her in the bedroom. But I guess you guys are trying to wonder what I'm talking about. So DJ Envy has been in a Ponzi scheme with housing, and him and his another, I forgot his name, Caesar, are getting caught up by the feds with a whole bunch of like Ponzi schemes they've been doing with houses. Like, some people be like, hey, I was told to invest in this, I would get money, but I never did. And at first I was like, maybe Envy probably was at fault. Probably he was a victim in this too. He was just like, okay, I know a guy that can actually help you out, but he did you dirty like he did me. But with all the videos and all the stuff coming out, you see Envy with dude telling him, saying like, hey, we can do this, this, and this. We could flip this. We could fix this house up. And it's like different like videos that just came out of nowhere of Envy and Caesar. And I'm like, I never seen these videos before. Like, I never seen this before. So like, all this evidence that's just coming out now is just like, oh my god, this is getting serious. Like, I was on Envy side, but I was like, I never thought this shit was gonna happen. Shoot, freaking, and super hindsight Joe Budden.
What's going on? What the fuck did I do wrong? Tell me.
I think it was like a couple years ago, Envy brought this idea to Joe, and Joe was like, it sounds like a Ponzi scheme, because there's video proof of him saying this on a podcast, saying like, I told Joe Budden to help come with me invest. He told me no, because it sounds like a scheme, and it comes out to be right. And now this looks even crazier, because if you look at what his man Caesar was spending the money on, he was just buying fat nigga shit. And I'm a fat nigga, so I can say this, but like, this nigga was buying like, I think on the receipt it was like him going to, I think this might have been in one day, he went to like Burger King, Subway, Kit Kat, Mega Ship, Flagship, and I'm like, I ain't not know that was a thing.
He's fat. I don't care if he don't. I'll make him bleed.
So it was like, this nigga was spending money on frivolous shit, buying jewelry, and going heavy on the food, while everybody else was like not having any money and going for broke. So it's like, damn, Envy, like, bro, you got to get this together. And information came out that the reason why Angela Lee left wasn't because of the whole Charlamagne Gucci situation. It was because of Envy's investments, which, in crazy hindsight, now I hope Charlamagne ain't in this too, because now if he is, this is gonna be really bad for his career. And it's already looking bad for iHeartRadio because apparently somebody did some research and found out that they put out a ad for a co-host for the Breakfast Club, and it's like, bro, what? Like, you guys are just putting his nail in the coffin if you're just saying, hey, we're looking for a new co-host for the Breakfast Club, right along the time that this nigga's getting investigated by the feds. And if you look on Envy's wife's Instagram, she's hike. I think she hid all the like expensive stuff that she owned. So it's like, oh shit, this is showing red flags of feds knocking at the door in a couple weeks. Might be the next 2 days if shit keeps going this bad. So hopefully this doesn't get any crazier, which is kind of dumb because it's already crazy right now. And I don't even know. This whole Envy situation is weird because like it started with the whole Rick Ross thing, and then just escalated from like a beef with Rick Ross. And Rick Ross didn't mention anything about the Ponzi scheme, but him making cracks at Rick Ross, Envy making cracks at Ross, and Ross now using all this Ponzi scheme house flipping jokes on Envy in different like interviews he's at, or just like on Instagram. It's just like, damn, Envy, you gave Ross the ammo to fry your ass. Which, I mean, Envy probably didn't think this was gonna happen, but I mean, at some point you can't just be like, I don't know, man. I ain't never been a Ponzi scheme. I never been a part of a Ponzi scheme or tried to got in a Ponzi scheme, but I know those people that they got was sick as fuck. And I think it was like I think his man Caesar got his degree in jail on how to do house flipping or retail in that field, and I'm like, that's not. I don't know. No, I can't do that. Now, I'm not saying that you can't go to in jail, get an education, and learn, but if you saw those videos, man, it's like Envy's in like a ski mask. Like he got the shiesty ski mask on with a hat, and his man's right there with a chain on. I'm like, oh man, this don't look professional. This don't look professional. This look like niggas trying to make a couple 100,000 real quick and skedaddle. And it's like, this is not gonna look good for Envy. Not at all. And with everybody like, it's just everybody just sharing the videos of all this like DJ Envy's. Like there's videos of him in an abandoned building talking about we fix buildings up. Like there's literally, I just saw like at least 20 different videos of like DJ Envy in random buildings that was broke, that was run down. And I'm like, how the fuck? I never seen these videos before. Like I never seen any of these videos. Like apparently all these videos are like maybe like 5 to 6 years old. I'm like, shit. None of this came out when I was hearing about Envy at all. The only thing I was really hearing about Envy was him getting dogged by his wife through the whole when he cheated on her, and the Breakfast Club shit they normally go through. Other than that, nothing else really. And I was surprised about that too. I'm like, damn. So at all of this, even when the Angelique Yee situation came out, which only came about because Envy had bad investment choices, and she didn't want it coming back to her, which in a sense is very smart.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it's not looking good for Envy. It's definitely not. But other people it's not looking good for would be Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard has been wilding out, and these is all accusations. Nothing has gone to court yet, but apparently Dwight Howard was getting busy with another dude, and not in the consenting way. Apparently he forced himself on him, and like
nasty bitch.
Apparently he just forced himself on the dude, and I don't think there's any any legal stuff coming out yet, but the dude just basically just put out a statement saying that he was assaulted by Dwight Howard. And the only thing people have been like the jokes have been flying. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, the jokes have been flying. Even like 10-year-old jokes that Stephen A made, like, are coming back up. I think because he said today we're going to interview a homosexual, and we didn't know. Like, I don't think it was directed towards Dwight Howard at that time 10 years ago. But using that in conjunction to this whole situation with Dwight is crazy. It's like really crazy. And like, he ain't said nothing about it other than, matter of fact, I don't think he said anything really. I think he had an interview where somebody asked him, was he gay? And he dodged the question. And I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. This is crazy. More will be revealed. Pause, hopefully. And I hope, well, obviously if he accused him, I don't know if it's true. I don't know. But hopefully it's not. Because that's crazy, Dwight. That's sick and crazy. And I'm not talking about the sick part of him being gay. The sick part of him forcing himself on another person. That's the sick part. But I think that's it for the first part of the pod. Oh, rest in peace today to, because I think when this comes out, I think by the time this comes out, this will be like late news. But rest in peace to Chandler, or Matthew Perry from Friends. Apparently he passed away from a drowning incident. So I want to give my regards by rest in peace to him. But yeah, let's move on to the music side of the pod.
Just like music.
Okay, so there's a lot of music that dropped. So Offset dropped, Westside Gunn dropped, Peasy dropped, Baby Tron dropped, Bad Bunny dropped, Crispy Life dropped. He dropped sometime in this year, but I didn't get a chance to really get to it. Who else dropped? Brent Faiyaz dropped, and I've been getting to this Florida nigga called BLP Kosher. He's a Jewish Florida white rapper, and it's pretty hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's pretty hard. But let me actually no. Valley dropped too, and DDG and Pat. A lot of people fucking drop. Oh, Destroy Lonely drop. I forgot about that nigga. Damn. No, it wasn't just. Excuse me. It wasn't Destroy Lonely. I'm sorry. Ken Carson dropped.
Stupid.
Damn. Alongside Pee Wee Longway. So I'm gonna start at Offset's album first. Now, I'm not done with it. I think I stopped at song 6 out of 21. I damn sure didn't think there was that many songs. But the first 6, let's see. I'm not a fan of the track 5, but On the River, Say My Grace, Worth It, Broad Day, and Freaky are a good first 6 to start with. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan, but I might have to re-listen to it just to get involved. But the only reason I didn't get a chance to finish it really is because Westside Gunn dropped, and that was like that was an album I was going to pay close attention to, but I am going to finish up the Offset album. But for what I heard of it, and the songs I heard out of order, it's a pretty good album so far. And I don't know. I feel like Offset is like trying to tell us something without telling us, because this whole like rollout, he's been doing like Michael Jackson shit. He even got the fucking high school varsity jersey that Michael had, and I'm like, what the fuck is Offset telling us? Is he telling us that like he's like about to be like Michael Jackson in a sense of like, yeah, me and Quavo are cool, but there's never gonna be amigos again, which I fully understand why, because like losing Takeoff, and like I said, I'm not a psychiatrist. I just know losing friends or family, especially when you guys been like, it's the way they talk, they've been together since damn childbirth, and them niggas been getting money since Versace, And Offset was in jail, and when he got out, they came together. Shoot, they told the story like plenty of times. Like whenever Offset was in jail and he got out, they gave him his money that they earned from Versace and all that shit. Like they gave him, he was sitting on M's when he first got out. So like to go from that and the break and the passing the Takeoff, and like even though they came together for that I forgot what award ceremony, it won't be the same. And it probably will like, in trying to make them force it to be the Migos, it'll probably be like hard as hell. Cause imagine you trying to like, you doing the verse and oh shit, you be like, oh shit, Takeoff. It's just like, bro, like we can't even like make music together because we're like, it's like we're missing a part of us. Because even if they do drop an album and it's all fire with those two on it, it probably won't feel the same with them making it together because family's not there. So I think this whole Michael Jackson rollout is Offset telling us that he's solo now. I wanna let you down. I wanna let you down. Not the Future song solo. Well, yeah, you might as well. But yeah, Offset is probably thinking probably going to be a solo act from now on, and this was his solo. This is not his first solo project, but this is him telling us that, hey, I'm me, and I'm cool with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, shit, it was a battle between Takeoff and Offset, who was the best Migo, and Quavo. And I'm not sitting here going to say Quavo was trash, but Quavo can't make a 20. Oh well, nobody should be making a 21 song album list. But like, if Quavo to make an album, it would be not filled with features, but it would be a kind of feature heavy because when he makes songs, and his songs normally have him doing a good chorus, and his verse will be good, but his chorus will be better. So who can I compare it to? He's a better version of French Montana. And no disrespect to French, because I love French Montana. French Montana was like, she is still that nigga. But like, it's just like French. How French had Shot Caller. And like, he's little single Lucy's were like hard hitting for no fucking reason. And yes, I'm not going to sit here and say he didn't have hard verses in songs or hard songs with him in it. Because Coke Boys 4... Boy, if I went down the Coke Boys line, that nigga was shitting on a lot of niggas in a good way. But like, yeah, like I don't know. It's hard for me to say because I like Quavo. Like that Quavo album, that first solo project they had, it was a decent project. Now, if people thought he was gonna come out of nowhere, and that's another thing too. Niggas be expecting niggas like Future and Drake and Quavo to come out the box and start rapping on boom bap beats and like giving us the whole like New York flow or some New York like old school 90s flow. Like, no, nigga, these niggas gonna rap the way they do on their own or find a way to rap new on a new style beat or a beat in general and give you something good. Now I was pleasantly surprised at Quavo's first project. There were some good songs on there, good, and Quavo do good when it's like talking about a girl, and I guess in a sense like Bubblegum, that song with him and Thug on it, Focus, that's a good one. Mama Told Me, there's a bunch of songs on here that's nice. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and say that he didn't kill a lot of these songs. I ain't gonna sit here and say that. So yeah, but I think, like I said, I think this is everybody's separation, and we're like I said, we're never gonna get another Migos project, and whatever last project they had together was probably their final one. Even if they actually, I don't even think they'll even do the take old verses they had and put them in because they probably won't sound good just throwing them in there. So yeah, and we probably won't. I think the only verse that we're waiting for is the Rich the Kid, NBA YoungBoy, and Takeoff song. I think that's the only song that we're just waiting for. Everything else, I haven't heard any snippets saying that Takeoff had other songs in the bank. So I guess we'll wait and see.
Maybe.
But West Side Gun drop, and boy, all right. So I'm decisive because this is his last studio project for a while, and I'm like, I'm kind of mad, and I'm not because this was him trying to use like be on trap beats and stuff while still him rapping like he does on the trap beats. And I'm not gonna sit here and say they didn't work because some of them were good, some of them didn't hit. Now the one with Denzel Curry hit, the one with Jeezy hit, ESTG hit, Peasy hit. I didn't like. I didn't like Suicide on Self Ridges. I think I like 1980. I don't think 1989 hit. I think no. That hit. I think everything hit except the Rick Ross song, which I'm super disappointed on. So 1, 2, 3 songs that didn't work on here out of 21. That's not bad. That's 18 songs. Yeah, that's not bad. Now I'm gonna get to the song Chloe, the one with Ty Dolla $ign. I low key wanted to skip straight to that one because I was like, Ty Dolla $ign and West Side Gun, how's that gonna work? And boy, brother, that song's hard. That song is really hard. And I'm like, damn it. And that goes to show you, even Griselda members can make R&B hits. Now, I don't know if the other members can do it. Well, yeah, they'd probably do it the same way Westside did. Well, still rapping the same way, but it's on the R&B hit. And shouts out to Ty Dolla $ign. Ty Dolla $ign did his fucking thing on this shit, which he always does. So I'm not disappointed in that. But I'm still happy that song is on here. Now, and then You Pray For Me, the last song, boy, it's gonna sound weird and it's gonna sound crazy that this probably not gonna make any sense. West Side Gun's music play, like when I listen to West Side Gun music, I have to listen to it when I'm driving and like in the morning. Well, not all the time, but that's like the perfect serene moment for me because like his music hits. Like when you listen to his music, like the beats of it sound just like it's from in the like one of them old A24 movies that like get shown a lot. Like you could hear it in the beats from go hand in hand in those kind of movies. And like sometimes like it'll cut through like the person looking at the sun. You can hear it. Even on the last song, it could be like the little ding on the triangle. Like it just sounds serene. It sounds like you should hear it in a serene place, even though the stuff that he's rapping about isn't so serene all the time. But yeah, I was listening to it and I'm like, this shit is hitting. And like I'm a big fan of West Side Gun. Like I'm a big avid fan for that nigga. Like no, like not even trying to be funny. Like I like West Side Gun music hit really good. And just hearing this album, I was like, damn, this is like it hurts me that this is his last album for a while. Because he's gonna focus on his other Griselda members. So I was like, damn, that's gonna make me sad. But I will say this: the people featured on here did a great job. Even though some of these songs, like 3 of the songs, I was the fondest on, they still did their thing. So shouts out to Jeezy, Peasy, which I'm gonna get to next on the albums that drop. Rome Streetz always delivers. Even though I don't listen to Rome all the time, he delivers on his West Side Gun features that he be on. Bodie James, which I need to listen to more Bodie. K-Side, Denzel Curry, Stove God Cooks always does his thing. Gigs, I think that's another song I was like, that wasn't a fond of discussing with Gigs, but I might have to re-listen to that. ESTG's on here twice? Or is that somebody else? Oh no, that's ST next. Okay. DJ Drama did his thing. Conway did his thing. Benny did his thing on here. AA Rashid did his thing. JID did his thing. Yeah, everybody did their thing on here. I'm not even hating. Everybody did their shit on there, and I'm really happy that they came out with this project. But next is Peasy Ghetto. Now I didn't get through this one. Now I would say I got to halfway through the project, and first off, I didn't think Peasy was this kind of rapper. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought he rapped just like everybody else from Detroit, but he has like a 90s rapper flow. And the only reason I'm saying that because he doesn't rap like he's from Memphis. Now he can, but he does, like in the intro he showed that he doesn't, which I was like, oh shit, this is different. I like this. I like that he's not. Even though I fought with niggas from Detroit, I just didn't expect this coming from him. That intro, I didn't expect that coming out. So I was like really happy. Like I said, last song ended on was Rich Steppers, and I was really, really excited to listen to this project. I still have to listen to finish it up, but it's still a good one. Bad Bunny dropped. Now I didn't get the Bad Bunny. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I downloaded it. I don't even know how to pronounce the fucking album. Naede sabe lo que va a pasar mañana. Like the only one I understand is mañana. That's tomorrow. So like that, I don't. Yeah. Bad Bunny is. I don't even know. As a matter of fact, I don't think I listen to any interviews with Bad Bunny. I don't know if he even speaks English. And I'm not trying to be funny to them because I literally don't. Because like every song on this album, except 3 is in Spanish. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna give that a listen too. I don't listen to Spanish music that often, but I'm gonna have to give it a listen to. Pee Wee Longway dropped. I haven't listened to Pee Wee Longway in forever, like literally forever. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. Like the last time I heard Pee Wee Longway, it was 2020. Yeah, 2020, and he dropped the album called Who Am I. Only listened to 2 songs on it. The Late Lanier and Who Am I, the intro. 2 good songs. So, and it's like 18 songs on here. So, yeah. So, I'm definitely going to give that a listen to. King Carson dropped. Now, this album told me one thing and one thing only. That I like Destroying Lonely a little bit better than King Carson. Now, there was good. Now, I'm not saying that this project is bad. His album's called A Great Chaos, and it's not bad. I really like it. I fuck with it. Now, I'm disappointed in the song Jennifer's Body, because I think that's a play on the movie Jennifer. I think that's a play on the movie where what's that little white girl's name? Not Jennifer Aniston. Megan Fox. Megan Fox is in that movie, and I was like, ooh, he would definitely do that song and do that song justice. He didn't. I was like, oh, damn it. But the funny thing is, the next song, Fighting My Demons, I actually fuck with. Now, I wish he would have saved the end part of Fighting My Demons for the beginning or the chorus, but it is what it is. He did what he did on it. Singapore with Destroy Lonely was hard. Paranoid with Destroy Lonely was hard. Like This with Uzi and Destroy Lonely was hard. Nightcore 1 and 2 was hard on here. Like this, and Hardcore was hard. So yeah, this out of 18 tracks, I say like 9 of them are hits. And I'm like hits for him. So that's a good for me. That's good for him. Because out of being in Opium, him being like the worst one technically for me, I still fuck with him. So, and if it wasn't for Roll Out, I wouldn't have heard him in the beginning. So I definitely fuck with it. Who else? Oh, V's dropped Ganger Deluxe Edition, and it's 5 new songs. 5 new songs, all of them are hard. I can't even lie to you. Get Lucky is one. Rich No Does two. Love the Tourist is the third one. Rich Rockstar and Amusing. Those are the first. Those are the new 5 on the deluxe. And I fuck with these. And I don't know why. I just like. He just even though he sounds like he's like literally slurring his words with every bar, it still hits. It still fucking hits. I cannot tell you a lie. If it hits, it hits. But moving right along, Valley Drop Validation. It's 14 songs, and I'm always a big fan of fucking Valley. I'm not like ever since I heard him on that song with Pusha T, which is crazy that he got Pusha T feature and he ain't booming yet. Matter of fact, he's probably gonna be just like another Tesla touchdown. He's gonna be on like a bunch of features, and then niggas gonna be like fully respecting him. But I fuck with Valley. He's hard as fuck, and he hasn't disappointed me yet. But BFB the Pac-Man. Well, hold on before I get off the validation. 14 tracks. I think there was like 2 songs on here that I didn't fuck with. I think it was Gucci Gotta Get It and Creme de la Creme. If I'm not mistaken, or it might have been 12. It might have been the song 12. So I have at 14, 12 hit certified hit, hood classic. I fuck with it. BFB Pac-Man and DDG dropped the song called Delulu. Hard as fuck for no fucking reason. And people hate on DDG for no reason. So if you don't like the song because of his rapping style, completely fine. If you just don't like DDG because of Bruce Down Bad or something like that, then no. Crispy Life dropped Still Crispy, and it's 12 songs. And I think only one song here I didn't like. It was called Fat Fat. And there's another song with Uncle Nephew. I think it's damn, what's that nigga name? I forgot what Nephew is, because there's a bunch of nephews out here that just dropped. But it's a song called Nobody, and it's literally a copy of like Nate Dogg's Nobody does it better. It's literally that, but on a Detroit flow. So put a Detroit flow on that, and that's what it is. And I wasn't that fond of it, but it was alright. It's cool. But at all these, like I said, I fuck with Detroit. So any Detroit artist that drops, I really am gonna fuck with it, and it's gonna be hard as fuck. Babytron dropped Megatron 2, and I am stuck on this album. It's 28 songs. It's a lot of fucking songs. And I think I'm on track 18 out of 28. And I'm still stuck on track 15, 90s Bulls with Babytron, GT, and Cash Kid. Boy, this song's hard as fuck. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why, man. I fuck with the Detroit flow, man. If Detroit wasn't a scary ass place to be, I'll be out that bitch. But it's scary as fuck, so I ain't gonna do that. So far through this album, it's hard as fuck. I think the only song I don't like so far was maybe Let's Get It, and that's it really. Out of the 16 songs, there's only one I didn't like. No, out of 17 songs, there's only one I didn't like. So here's hoping the rest of these sound hard. I think 2 of these are accounted for, so 19 out of 28 is already hard. So I'll get to if I see something, hear something I don't like next week when I finish the track, finish the album, I'll let you know. And last for music, Brent Faiyaz dropped. And for a guy like me that likes R&B music, I really don't give Brent Faiyaz that many chances as I should, because he drops like really good music, and I don't know why people really shit on his music. Like, I have no idea, because all the songs I hear from are really fucking great. I think I heard maybe like 1 or 2 songs out of nowhere that was like, eh. But these others like shit I be hearing to be like fire as fuck. Now I'm definitely gonna get this to listen to. ASAP Ant is on this motherfucker. What the fuck? Okay, hold on now. Wait a minute. This might. Oh, hold on. Is this? Oh, it's. I'm gonna have to get this to listen to because now I might have to listen to that one song in particular first to see what he's talking about. Because ASAP Ant being on this album is pretty dope. Because I fuck with Ant and seeing that Ant is in this getting his proper recognition is definitely a must. Definitely. But I'm probably going after I get to the other albums, I'm gonna get this one because there's been a lot of good music that's been dropping, and I've probably been stuck on a lot of the same albums too. So I'm gonna have to get up and get those a listen to. But I think that's it for music, man. Let's get into the manga portion. And there's been a lot of shit that happened in the manga portion. A lot of shit. All right, so these past week I've caught up to In Chain Soldier or Chain Soldier, and out of 117 chapters, I fully caught up. Now I don't know how many times a week they drop. No, how many times a month they drop, but I'm definitely had to get into it, and it's really dope. It's a really dope manga. Now it's getting an anime next year. I don't know if I already talked about this or not, but it's like super like sexual, and like I don't know how they're gonna get past it. Like I literally caught up, and I don't know how they're gonna do it. Like I think there was a scene where like one of the demon like 8 thunder guys that they had to fight literally had like all the girls and the girl captives like busting it wide open, and I'm like, how the fuck you guys gonna put this on a damn TV show? Now you can either, like I said last time I talked about this manga. You can have it just like Harem in the Labyrinth. You can have it censored or the uncensored version. Now, mind you, I don't know if they're gonna get this on Crunchyroll because that Crunchyroll Harem in the Labyrinth, I don't even know how that got on there. I don't know. I don't even know how that's probably the only anime I know on Crunchyroll where it's a censored version, uncensored version, because they be getting down and dirty in that uncensored version. I mean, they do the same thing in the censored version, but you can't see everything. You can't see the nipples or everything. But yeah, definitely, boy, this shit is very, very, very naked. Everybody getting naked. And nobody's getting fucked yet. But it's like
Very naughty.
mad groping and mad licking. So yeah, it's a bunch of that. Now it's 117 chapters, and after every fight, somebody gets licked on. So I think it's like 60 licks, like maybe 100 licks out of 117 chapters. So, and there's like side stories in the manga where he does like where literally the chapter is nothing but him just looking on the female correspondents in his group or outside the group or in his mind, which one of the 8 thunder guys, the antagonist that he has to fight is permanently in his mind, and she's just fucking him in his mind and fucking him in his mind. So it's just like a whole bunch of fucking. And I don't know how they're gonna promote this or sell it, but it's a good fighting manga. Battle manga, harem manga too. Yeah, it's a battle harem manga. So if you just like Sekirei, if you watch Sekirei, it's almost like that, but in reverse because it's the dude fighting instead of all the girls fighting. Well, the girls fight, but in Sekirei because there's girl masters and there's dudes that have dude Sekireis. I forgot they're dude Sekireis and not all women. Just watch Sekirei and read In Chain Slave. But off of that, Kashbari, I think it's on chapter 6. I think chapter 6 came out today, and I haven't read it yet. But it's getting there. I feel like people are shitting on it too early, or hyping it up too early, because it's good. I'm not gonna sit here and just say, oh, it's just ass from jump to finish. But I would give it at least 40 chapters. Give it 40. Give it 40, man. before niggas start throwing the word trash or ass out. Because in 5 chapters, you really can't say a shit's ass. Even though I say, hey, this is butt, or I can't read this a lot.
Move this man!
I sometimes wait because I thought In Chain Slave was gonna be butt. I thought it was just gonna be just one of those kind of harem manga, but it turned out to be fun. I woke up 7 in the morning till probably like 9 reading it. And I caught up, and I wasn't. It was a good catch up. It was a good read. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was a good read. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna save my shit talking for Kasbari until like chapter 40. Now, Ice Gill, it got its first volume, and I think they're on chapter 15 and 14, 15 and 16. So that's good. Kudos to them. I hope they live to at least like 7 volumes or 10 volumes. Shoot, like, hey, a good 200-300 chapter manga is good. You don't have to shoot for the stars. Hey, if you could get your story in 200 chapters or 250, hey, I fuck with it.
These niggas don't want to see me win.
Now they're on a. Now I have to rehash what happened last chapter, because I think the last chapter I read, the main character's father, who got possessed by the freaking liches, is now in, I don't want to say full power, but he's walking around looking like the demons from fucking Black Clover, which Black Clover comes back, the manga comes back in December, and I don't know how many pages it's going to be, because it has been 3 months, and I know this sounds crazy, but I'm not waiting 3 months to read 10 fucking double pages. I love you, the author of Black Clover. I love you, because I support you. Even when niggas was talking shit about Black Clover's ass, I support you, my nigga. I support you. Please don't let that, after 3 months, just be 18 pages. I'll do with 30. Because I know most niggas be shooting for 48. I'll do 30 immediate, like a smooth, good 30 on Black Clover. If you're going to do 3 months, hey, I'll take 30. Just give me a 30 ball. I'm cool. That's all I need. But back to Ice Gill. Yeah, Ice Gill, the main character's father is possessed like by some liches, and it's like I said, it's freaking Vinland Saga without the rage. Like how not Askeladd, Thorfinn is all peaceful and shit. He's like, the main character's peaceful, but if he has to cut you down, he's got to cut you down. So he's like, he's season 2 Thorfinn, but he's gonna whoop your ass like season 1 Thorfinn, without the anger. Now, hopefully that gets hype and goes far, because I definitely like it. I definitely want it to be in the Ashorman. I forgot the name of that manga that was like 20 pages. I thought it was gonna last long, but it didn't last for shit. And I'm like, what? What was the point of making that? My Hero dropped, and I'm sort of in a conundrum, because like the chapter came out, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because Bakugo's up, and I'm not talking about that Bakugo's up and about. I'm talking about the current chapter. So last chapter, Bakugo got up, and him and Deku tag team and flew all Bakugo over to All Might to catch him, so he doesn't get split in half. Cool. I'm cool with that. What I'm not cool with is Bakugo might not have one for all. And it's confusing me, because he looks like the My Hero movie when he's all sparkling. But from the description that Edshot gave us, which Edshot, the ninja that stitched up his whole body, is still alive. He said Bakugo was literally dead. Like, that whole stitching shit didn't do shit.
Shut your mouth, jabroni.
The sweat from Bakugo gave him gave Edgeshot the energy to finish and revitalize him. Which this is the third time they brought up Bakugo's sweat.
This ain't it, Chief.
Now he just sweats nitroglycerin. I think it's nitroglycerin because he made it a big deal of it when the winter dropped because he can't sweat as much as he can in the summertime because it's winter and it's cold as shit. And his sweat is, I forgot what his sweat was because his dad's quirk dealt with something and he had to sweat for something to work. So it's either something dealing with his sweat glands or some shit that has like powers him up, but I don't know. But I hope that's not the case. I hope he has all for one, a one for all, but from what it looks like, it's just him evolving his quirk to the max level, which is like, I guess. But that's panel of him of the second, either the second or third fucking user before Bakugo started the fight. It's just weird to me. Like, why the fuck would you put that there? And it's not on. You're not showing Deku. Because there's no reason for you to show the third or fourth quirk user and Bakugo still be in that same like page. So because you're not talking about Deku, you're talking about him. So it's either Bakugo has one for all, and it might be a minuscule version, and he escalated his quirk up, or it's just an escalated quirk. So I don't know what it is. We'll find out soon. I don't know, but All Might gave Bakugo the explosion device he was going to blow up all for one with. And since Bakugo's technique is explosions, it makes sense for him to give to him. Now, the next part just fucking blew my mind when I read it. Bakugo smiled.
Nani?
And when I mean smiled, I mean like the kid smile he put on when Deku and him were kids, that kind of smile. And I was like, what the fuck? It was so out of place. It was so crazy. But it's so apparently now it's gonna be Bakugo against All for One and Deku versus Shiggy. Now, the first shot that Bakugo gave out was deadly. Like, that nigga blasted that nigga. And I was like, okay, you gave an explosion device to Bakugo. Perfect. Now, All Might didn't die. I know niggas is mad about that. Now, he didn't die because people was like, Night Eye said you were going to die. But because of fate, you didn't. Now, I know niggas is mad, Brian included, because don't tell us that All Might was going to die and you guys don't kill him because of fate. Now, I understand why y'all mad. I truly do. But I do not give a fuck. Thank God that All Might's alive. Because if they would have split All Might in half like that, I would have been heated. Don't do my nigga like that. Don't all screen him because he's a legend, but don't split that nigga in half. Do not. That's foul as fuck. You talking about you gonna rip in half the symbol of peace? Come on now, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't.
Man, you stupid bitch.
Seeing that would put me in the same mood as when I read that new One Piece chapter. Boy, let me tell you something. Well, the past two One Piece chapters. Boy, let me tell you something. Luffy gotta kill every celestial dragon. You got to. Or somebody has to. Bro, I literally am done with everybody that is cool with celestial dragons. I'm done. Like, they killed Kuma's... Like, right now we're in Kuma's backstory. We find out that Kuma is a Buccaneer, and he's a race called the Buccaneers. And I think that's one of the races that Big Mom was looking for. So that's probably one of the missing races. So, and I think he might be the last one other than Bonnie. So, yeah. Yeah. But this whole backstory of Kuma, boy, let me tell you something. Every celestial dragon gots to go. I don't give a fuck about none of them niggas. They got to go. They have to. Bro, I saw the celestial dragons kill Kuma's dad because that nigga was reading a bedtime story.
The fuck are you talking about?
Man, you being too loud. Nigga, what? Bro, no, I'm done. Like, that shit pissed me off. And that even, isn't that what's even worse? They doing Hunger Games with slaves on an island to see who's going to be the winning race. Bro, are you fucking insane? And then the nigga that might be Shake's dad, bro, I hate this nigga so much. Garland, I hate that nigga so much. That nigga's the super racist. Like, he's just super ignorant for no reason. Like, nigga is a bitch ass nigga, bro. And we see Kid Ivanka and possibly Bonnie's mom or Kuma's wife. Boy, let me tell you something. Ivanka was using the V instead of all the letters since birth. And fucking Ivanka found the dragon fruit that Kaido had. Even though Big Mom stole it from him, he found it first. Which is crazy because guess what? What if Ivanka would have gotten that devil fruit? Now people have been making jokes. This has made Ivanka a dragon. Bro, that shit's funny as fuck for no fucking reason. Like, imagine Ivanka in that same outfit, but in a blue dragon. Bro, I would have died laughing if I saw that One Piece. Now, obviously he didn't get it. He guys took it from Big Mom, which is funny because Big Mom like jumped his ass while fucking Kuma had ate the other devil fruit that was that the Gorosei and the fucking slave owners had, which Saturn jumped in front of Kuma and told Kuma he was a piece of shit because of what his race was. Which I'm like, bro, like what is with y'all niggas and hating on these races? I don't know what the Buccaneers could do. But apparently it might have been something crazy because the way Saturn looked at that nigga, he was like, you are scum of the earth. Now, we don't know how Kuma and Ivanka and Bonnie's mom dipped out because they just didn't show it to us. The next thing we see is Kuma and them praying in the church, which now you see where the Bible and why Kuma is so why he a pastor almost. Now we didn't see. Now we still ain't up to him becoming an adult or Bonnie being born, but we do find out that he ate the devil fruit as a kid, and I want to say that Ivanka started Liberation Army because the way Ivanka was like saying liberation like 40 times in this chapter, it made it seem like he started it, and then Dragon was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with this nigga. He a real nigga, and he made the Revolutionary Army. I don't know, but because Ivanka went out to the sea, become a pirate, which is probably my guess was right, that them niggas him and Dragon linked up and was like, yo, I want to liberate the world. All right, cool, let's do it. And Kuma just after, well, they always been friends, so I guess it was like, hey, I've always been, well, no, because he is part of the Revolutionary Army. I just don't know when. It probably was when he became a king of his homeland or the place that he's at right now. But yeah, Kuma's backstory is not finished. But that first part, bro, that nigga had the roughest life. Like rough with a capital RUFF. Rough.
Now can you dig that?
But it is sad. I think everybody's backstory in fucking One Piece is sad. I don't think I met anybody that was like happy. I think everybody's gonna have a sad backstory. Everybody's not gonna be like, this is great. This is happy. This is like blah 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 blah. No. This is about to get mad sad real fast.
Yes!
And I think the last manga I'm gonna talk about is One Piece. Oh, JJK. So JJK was on break last week, but the new chapter dropped, and it's the comedian sorcerer versus Geto or Kinjaku. So you get this little intro at the beginning talking about how, which is weird and fucked up, that they probably knew that Gojo was going to lose to Sukuna and they needed a backup plan because they had to fight Geto because they couldn't because even if like Well, even if Sukuna lost, Kenjaku was gonna come out of nowhere and do some crazy shit. So they had to get Kenjaku. But if Sukuna won, which he did, you can't let Kenjaku just go around killing the other cursed sorcerers that got brought back to life, because he's trying to get rid of them so he can like make some big ass monster outside the veil. So there was the good guys was like, okay, who should we send? And this bitch ass nigga, I'm gonna look up his name and I'm gonna get next week. But this bitch ass nigga who's a first grade sorcerer was like, hey man, I don't know if I could do it, but they should do it. I'm gonna find out that nigga name, because that nigga's the biggest bitch ever. I fucking hate this nigga. This nigga was literally a grade A sorcerer, a grade 1 sorcerer, but he's bitch made. Like, bro, like how can you be this bitch made? Like, it's like to the point where it's like super aggravating. Like, my nigga, you should not be at this power level and then you getting worked by this nigga. No, that's not right. That doesn't make any fucking sense at all. That's stupid as fuck. And then that fucking Umi chick, she already got beat by Geto when she fled, so it doesn't even matter if she fights because she knows she can't beat him. And they need Maki, Hikari, Yuji, the lawyer nigga, and Yuta to fight fucking Sukuna. So the only person that they have left that can do it is the comedian nigga. And if I remember right, the comedian nigga, he said himself, Gojo can't beat him. And when Kenjaku like started the fight with him, he's like, what the fuck? None of my attacks are winning. Like, none of my attacks are hitting. And it's even crazy because Kenjaku, before he fought the comedian nigga, he was going around killing the cursed cursed sorcerers that got brought back to life. And the nigga that was just blowing people up by using his body parts, he saw Kenjaku, him and Kenjaku was like, oh man, this Gojo fight is over, man. So what you plan on doing? And Kenjaku was like, man, fuck it. I don't feel like telling you niggas. I'm just going to kill you. And at first I was like, okay. I forgot that nigga name because he's dead. I thought he was gonna go out and flee and not get got by Kenjaku. That nigga got clapped, and he's a catalyst for the newest chapter too, because you find out that as long as the comedian sorcerer, as long as he thinks he's funny, he's at full power. He's ready to work. He ain't nothing gonna hurt him. But the moment his confidence starts going down, he starts losing, which is crazy. Yeah, he's Gladiator from Marvel. He's like, hey, as long as I got my confidence, I'm up. And it's even crazier because Kenjaku's a fan of comedy, which is like, oh my God, man. Like, Kenjaku, like, what the fuck? Like, what do you do? Like, nigga, you've been alive for 1,000 years and you like comedy? Like, really, you like comedy? This is the perfect time for you. Well, actually, it makes sense because that nigga's been making jokes all this fucking time, so of course he would. So, and it's even funny because Kenjaku was like, yo, man, like, this guy's kind of cool. I wish we could be friends, but I can't because I gotta kill you. And Kenjaku's just breaking down his jokes. Like, every joke he tries to shoot at Kenjaku, he, like, knocks it down. He, like, tries to be like, hey, man, you're not funny, my nigga. Like, he just straight up was like, nah, you ain't funny. And it's like, damn. I can't let this nigga say I'm not funny. And they're having a funny off and he's losing. Like, he's literally losing. And what puts him over the edge and makes him like really scared is because he sees that dead body of that bomb body curse object user. And he's like, oh shit, this is not a game. Niggas can die. Now this would piss me the fuck off. Bro, you saw a giant bird with a face and a snake tail shooting lightning. You didn't think this shit was real or you can die? Okay, cool. Whatever. Cool. Whatever. You didn't think you were going to die when you saw niggas with guns or M16 shooting at you? Great. That is cool. You didn't think you were going to die or shit was real when you saw a bitch with wings shoot a light energy blast and it turned a nigga into a charred boiled steak? Great. Cool. You didn't think none of this shit was jokey. Great. I'm great. Whatever. That is stupid as fuck. Now I understand in your mind, you like, this is like a game. Nigga, what part of this was a game where you kicked the nigga through a fucking building? You drop kicked the nigga through a building. Why is this a game? This is not a game, my nigga. I am so sick. That chapter, it pissed me off only because of that. Because I'm like, bro, if I saw a nigga summon a giant bird with a snake that shot lightning, everything not funny no more. Nothing funny no more. The joke's out the fucking window. Like, there's nothing funny no more. Why are we laughing?
Nani?
So I think that's everything that pissed me off about JJK that this week. But I mean, I'm not really pissed off. I'm just mad at the fact that, like, nigga, like, I should never have. You should never, like, you should not have thought this was a game, my nigga. Like, I understand you're a comedian. Your shit has to be run on jokes, but nigga, like, come the fuck on. Like, come on. But other than that, that ends the manga portion. I'm gonna get to the anime, and there's not that much anime that I watched or checked out. Well, actually, no, I'm back on watching a lot of anime, but I really am just gonna talk about 3 anime in particular. So I'm gonna talk about Dragon Ball Z first, because we finally got Dragon Ball Z Magic trailer, and it's just the main cast of Dragon Ball Z as kids. I don't think Gohan's a kid, or no, I don't think Gohan's a kid. I don't think I saw Gohan become a kid. But from the trailer I saw, you saw somebody make a wish to Shenron. Probably like this upper echelon of being, because you saw that in the trailer, and you saw Goku, Vegeta, Chi-Chi, Yamcha, Supreme Kai, the Pink Homeboy,
Nani?
Goten, and Trunks turn to kids. But since Goten and Trunks are already kids, they turn into babies. Now, seeing this, and Master Roshi, Krillin, I think it was Master Roshi and Mr. Satan. And Mr. Satan as a kid is kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. I'm mad that he turned out to be Hercule, but he looks like a swaggy kid. And Master Roshi is just Kid Krillin with a turtle shell on his back. I'm like, okay, so it's just chibi Dragon Ball Z, and chibi is just like small, means small. And I know they're gonna be fighting people, because you saw Goku fighting niggas, and you saw him not be able to fly, which makes sense because he's a kid, and I don't think he has that capability yet. So he's probably gonna be flying Nimbus, and since we saw him with the Power Pole, it's gonna be Power Pole Goku again. Which is going to be weird, because how is Vegeta? Because could Vegeta fly as a kid? Which makes sense, because he was a Saiyan warrior. Actually, Vegeta might have a upper Goku as a kid, because I know Vegeta did energy beams. I mean, Goku did too, but I feel like Vegeta might be a little bit better than Goku as a kid, because Goku had to use the Nimbus and the Power Pole, while Vegeta just had to use hands and energy attack. So we don't know. We'll find out later in 2024, but people are already shitting on it. And I guess rightfully so, man, because I don't know. I mean, all the fan-made Dragon Ball Z stuff and all the other side stuff you guys could have done. Like, you guys could have done Super. We've been cool, even though niggas don't like the moral shit that happened. Or the, yeah, that moral shit. Because I was trying to think what happened after the moral. I don't think nothing happened.
Correct!
Because what are they doing now? Yeah, they're just rehashing the Dragon Ball Superheroes movie, which is canon technically. So, yeah. Hopefully Dragon Ball Z gets revitalized and people start liking it. But chances are probably not. But also, in anime people are not liking, but they should, JJK Season 2. So, I'm not all the way caught out to Season 2, even though I know what the fuck happens. And I've been watching some of the episodes kind of out of order. The newest episode with Nanami, Megumi, the Zenin niggas, Maki Zenin, and the old man Zenin fighting that cursed spirit that turned into a fucking giant squid that with hands. Like, people said that episode was trash, and I'm so confused because it looks good. And I really don't understand why people are shitting on this season at all. Like this, bro, that fight with Chozo, oh my god. Now, I gotta get to that first. That Chozo and Yuji fight kind of put me on edge because I'm like, did Chozo whoop Yuji? I mean, yes, Chozo technically whooped Yuji's ass. But I'm like, was it this bad? Because, like, Yuji, the way Yuji was fighting, it made it seem like Chozo was going to beat that ass irregardless of what he had.
Fight back, nigga.
And I'm like, I had to reread the chapter because I'm like, did this happen? Did this work session happen? And it did. Like, Chozo came in with ferocity, start beating on Yuji, and just won because he now if Yuji would have covered Chozo's eyes a little bit better, maybe he would have won. But I don't even know, man, because I was like, damn, like, Jesus, like, this is fucked up. And it's even crazier because now I'm thinking about it. If Yuji didn't technically get beaten almost to death, he would have not have survived. He probably wouldn't have lived because he got shot in the kidney. His eye got cut. And I think he got like broken bones and whatever. So when the next episode, when Sukuna wakes up and he heals Yuji's body, thank God he does, because Yuji would have been dead. So technically that ass whooping need to happen. Now they did show the Yuji hanging out with Chozo and the other corpse brothers in that weird in that weird picnic area, which people who don't read the manga are super confused because they were like, what the hell is this? Now, mind you, we were kind of confused, but we wasn't kind of in the manga because Todo went through the same thing, and Todo called Yuji his brother. Now, when I first read the chapter, I'm like, they have to be related. It has to be something family or something. There had to be related somehow, because you don't show Yuji feeding one of the monster versions of the 10 blood brothers and nigga just like pass it off, even though Yuji killed one of them, and Nobunaga killed the other one. But it's just like, really? Like, what the hell? What are these niggas related? It was just too on the nose for niggas not to know. Now niggas won't know until Chozo fights Kenjaku. Is like, hey, you made me fight my brother, you bitch ass nigga. Because right now, Chozo thinks Kenjaku is Ghetto, but he later finds out when he almost killed Yuji that that's his brother. So that fight was great. And the next episode was even, well, I won't say better, but it was still good. Because we're still not done with Shibuya, and Shibuya is going to get way darker. Like from this episode, after when Toji comes out that damn dark hole, which I still don't know how the fuck he knew where that was, up until the last episode of season 2 is literally nothing but sadness. Literally nothing but sadness. So if you thought this was going to end happy and it was going to be like, yeah, we might lose Geljo, but we'll get you guys. No, it's not. Like, niggas is fucked. Niggas is royally fucked. Like, nothing good happens. So, what else? What other new anime I'm watching? I'm watching Undead Unluck. I'm happy that's out. Now, I wish I would have read it a little bit more, because I kind of do want to see this new character that they show called Kenny, and he looks vicious as fuck. So I don't know. I'm gonna still watch it because I'm a big fan I like the story, so I'm gonna check it out. But I'm still had to catch up on Tokyo Revengers. I think I saw the last episode randomly as fuck, and I think they're on the episode where they make Takamichi the 11th leader of the Black Dragons, which I was waiting for that episode for a while too. And I think next episode is when shit gets real. Either it's next episode when Mikey's sister gets clocked in the head from a baseball bat, is the next episode. So some shit is really going to go down, and shit's going to start getting wild. But Blue Exorcist is coming back next year. They just dropped the trailer to that. Attack on Titan is back next week. the final of the Attack on Titan. So next week, Attack on Titan is completely over, and we'll be free from waiting on this 40 final season bullshit. One Piece, One Piece is technically from here on out in the final arc. From this episode that just dropped today or yesterday or whenever this Saturday is, next Saturday is, last Saturday is officially on the last arc of One Piece. So the anime only people, this is a little heads up for you guys. This is the final arc of One Piece, so get ready. Now, them showing Green Bull fighting Queen and King told me two things. One, Queen is I don't know if Queen was holding back because Queen was dodging shit that I didn't think he could dodge, and King was still dodging shit. So I'm like, okay. And Green Bull even said to himself that, hey, why are you weak commanders so easy to beat? I'm like, nigga, one of them has one wing and one nigga just literally got his ass beat. Now, I think today they're on the episode where all the Red Scabbards fight Green Bull, and next week is the episode when Shanks does the hockey phone call. So I get to see that next week, and that's a good shit. Now, Momo dog walking. I think Momo dog walks him next episode, not this episode. So we'll see where that comes. But Shanks saying we'll claim the One Piece did look cool. I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty fucking cool. Now, that Conqueror's hockey phone call might look crazy next episode, and I can't wait. I really can't wait. One Piece is good, man. Like, One Piece is in a good place. The anime, I'm kind of worried about the dub, and I'm kind of worried about the anime because I don't know how close they plan on getting. But who knows? We'll wait and see. But hopefully they don't go on a 2-month break because they had to catch up. They're almost close to the manga. I think that's it for the pod. Yeah, I think that's it. It's been an eventful episode. This has been a long one too. So I want to say thank you guys for listening to the pod. I always say thank you guys because I appreciate you guys checking it out or giving it the time of the day. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'll be back next week. Say la vie. Peace.
Man, I'm outside 2 times, start a fucking fight for nothing. Man, I'm outside in the street, nigga, what's up? Nigga, you bluffing. I'm tryna knock this nigga head off, give his ass concussion. Nigga ain't gon' be no one-on-one, Hogan gon' be tossing, throwing elbows, throwing punches. Man, I stomp you in the